When the kids were little, we had a camper van, one of those...
A camper trailer.
Camper trailer. So we went from a camper trailer, which was really hard work, and then we went straight into an off-road caravan. And compared to a camper, it is just a dream. It is just, you'd never go back. We looked around a few different companies and we just kept on coming back to the Lotus.
I really felt connected to the whole caravan through Bobby and through Mickey and George, and being able to meet them and being a part of the caravan being made.
We wanted traditional timber look because I'm a carpenter and wanted that sort of look.
All the interiors are customised.
Just goes to show they'll build what you want. We never planned on using it anywhere near as much as we haven't. Like, we've had 2.5 years and I reckon we've done over 50,000 kilometres in it. Such a pleasure to tow and actually to camp in. It's, if you see where I have to back it half the time. I reckon I've had these places that campers wouldn't go. You don't need to book an apartment when you've got one of these things behind you. It's been one of the best things I've done to get away.
We can go to Noosa, go out for dinner and do all of that, but then we can go out to the bush. We don't have to be locked in to any one holiday.
The freedom to actually know you can go anywhere, it is a dream.
I'm just crawling up on this revolutionary truss design chassis system from G&S Chassis. It's underneath a Lotus Trooper, which is regarded as the pinnacle of all-terrain caravanning. You see, all this cutting-edge Control Rider twin shock suspension will take on all road conditions and deliver optimum performance in the harsh Australian landscape. Of course, what happens under there delivers more comfort over here. Come on, let's go and have a look. The Lotus Trooper is available in 7 floor plans ranging from 18'6" to 22 feet, and it can be customised to suit your specific needs. Composite panelling and a range of different colours, all backed up with a first-time 2-year manufacturing warranty. The Lotus Trooper has a brand new electronic system boasting 200 amps of lithium battery, driven by the famous Red Arc battery management system, and 600 watts from my old mate, the sun. This go-anywhere van sets new limits everywhere with features like LED exterior work lights. Unbelievable. Even a Waco reversing camera and Anderson plug for additional portable solar power, while the easy-to-use push-button resettable fuse panel is a fantastic safety feature. And just take a look at this glamorous modern interior. Reinforced door hinges, premium laminate tops, Thetford oven, washing machine. And check out these leather upholstered lounges, headrests and everything. Talk about the bold and the beautiful. Lotus Trooper, I reckon it might be a bit of a super trooper. Find out more by logging onto their website and check out your local dealers. Now, there's no secret that I love a good party. Always the first to turn up, and I'm always the last to leave. But what would you say if I told you that with a Lotus Freelander, you can take the party with you anywhere you want to go? While you're looking at this eye-catching exterior, check this out. A reversing camera as standard, toolbox, exterior work lights up top, there's a pressure hatch, stone guard, and it's got checker plate all round. Why don't you kick the mud off your boots and we'll go and have a peek inside. The Lotus Freelander has got a fully equipped kitchen and everything else you could possibly need. Down the back, there's a top-loader washing machine. With this Fusion 650 entertainment system and the Ibis air conditioner unit guarantees, you've got your complete comfort at your fingertips. And this leather upholstered lounge with a footstool just tops the comfort off. The Lotus Freelander is available in 9 different floor plans, ranging from 18-foot 6 to 23 foot, all with gas, electric, hot water service, and their modern design options lets you customise the inside look of your van and select extra features to suit your needs. The Lotus Freelander is built on the famous G&S chassis with control rider suspension and sports 17-inch custom designed Lotus Caravan wheels fitted with all-terrain tyres. It has a robust underbody plumbing protection for absolute peace of mind. Well, there you go. The Lotus Freelander is just the perfect combination of proven off-road ability and luxury. It's jam-packed with everything you're going to need to get off the track and do it in comfort. Check out their website today or see the Lotus Freelander at your local dealer. NASA named the space shuttle because it's a shuttle that goes into space. The boys and girls at Lotus Caravans named the off-grid because it's there to take you off the grid. Well, you didn't come out into the great outdoors to sit inside, so the guys at Lotus Caravans have bought everything you need out here where you want to use it. You got your kitchen, got storage. Now in that storage space, you can actually put a second fridge, and me, I'm a big fan of the beer fridge, I'd probably put one in there. Your entertainment system complete with a television, because after all, even though you're in the bush, you still want to watch the footy, don't you? Up the front here, you'll be rocking out with an off-road coupling backed up with a handbrake. You've got a stone guard here that's going to stop any damage to the back of your vehicle. Couple of gas bottles to run your barbecue and everything else you need to be comfortable, and a toolbox big enough for you to carry everything you're going to need while you're off the grid. Out the back here, you'll find a couple of jerry can holders, a spare wheel, all mounted on a solid bumper bar. You can get an optional firewood box that mounts in behind that, which I reckon's dead handy. You've got an LED light up there, so if you need to access any of this after dark, plenty of light to do so. And behind that, you've got an outdoor shower, so you can rinse off the sand before you go inside, or if you're a bit of a naturalist, get outside in the great outdoors and get clean. Once again, the team at Lotus Caravans have thought about everything that you might need off the road. We've even got a 12-volt power outlet right next to the wheel, so you can plug in your portable compressor to pump your tyres back up. Storage here is a tunnel boot, giving you access from both sides. Keep all your gear in here instead of keeping it inside. Speaking of inside, let's go and check that out. When it's time to tuck yourself up inside, you'll find everything you need in there as well. Italian leather lounge, queen size bed, cooker, fridge, air conditioning, full-size ensuite, and plenty of storage. The Lotus Caravans off-grid. Off-grid by name and off-grid by nature. If there's anything else you want to know about the off-grid, go to lotuscaravans.com.au.
One of the aspects of my job is to take customers and potential customers through the facility for a factory tour. This is to show people exactly how a Lotus Caravan is built. And the first part of that is the arrival of the chassis from G&S Chassis. Every day at the Lotus factory we have 2 or 3 G&S chassis arrive. We put an order in with G&S just for every part of the van that is available, coming down from wheels to couplings to every part, and they arrive just to suit the customer. After the floor's put on, we've got a one-piece lino that goes on, and then the walls. Now the walls are a Marandi frame, which has got movement in it. We prefer to use the Marandi. It's a Indonesian hardwood. From that, they're bolted direct into the chassis. There is a lip that goes right around. Now on this lip, it's a steel lip, part of the chassis. That's where the actual wall sits on, and it's bolted direct in. The idea of the lip is to take the weight off the wall on the bolts. After the walls have been put on, the building process starts. So all the furniture which is built by the cabinet makers, and then the actual builders, which is a very important part. They build from outside in, and it gets to a stage where that forms the integral strength of the van. Then the fronts and backs are put on, and once the whole carcass of the van is what we call the carcass, it becomes the roof, and that's the strength of the van. Once we've got the carcass of the van, it's the electrical boys' turn. So they go on. All our different wiring is colour-coded. There's many different aspects of wiring now. You've got 12 volt, 240 volt, you've got TV cables, you may have satellite systems, so it just goes on and on and on. Once we've clad, the boys have to cut out the various holes. There's a framework there for the windows, and they use routers and then cut the shape of the van. Then the roof goes on. The roof is also made out of the same material as aluminium cladding, and then from that stage they start putting in hatches, air conditioning all throughout the roof. So we're starting to get towards the way a van looks and how it's going to become a caravan. The exterior is the next part. They start putting on the toolboxes. The plumbers start putting all the plumbing work in under the van, running it to the fridges. All the electrical lights are started to be put in, all the facilities, the doors are put on, the dinettes, which are all leather, then the windows are put on. The van's taken outside, we put on the weighbridge to get the exact weights of the van, so we don't guess our weights, it's all exact, and we have a printout and that goes in everyone's file. So we've got a record forever and a day. The last thing that happens is our freight truck comes and picks them up and takes them off to all our dealers all around Australia. The factory tour's finished and we've been through all the parts of how our facility works, and now we've got the end result, a Lotus Caravan.